Alright guys, welcome to another DCO AI test. Today we got our hands on Soldier FSM 02. We're primarily testing that, but we're also having TCL active. Turn off the combat system for TCL. We got HAL doing the global orders or macro tactics, if you may, and the micro tactics done by TCL. Meaning flanking and stuff like this, calling in short distance reinforcements and support. Um, for the individual soldier and their survivability, we have Soldier FSM 0.2 build 0.20. This is very much work in progress. Um, the main feature for 0.2 now is we have a flinch system, dodging system, hunkering down system, and initially taking cover upon uh, enemy sighted and gunshots fired. So you'll see an immediate reaction from the units if a gunshot is fired nearby, or if the enemy is sighted. Now you can see the immediate reaction of units taking cover. This needs to be worked a little bit on because once it sees the enemies, you should remain at the positions um, and then wait for the enemy to kind of move into their sights. But right now they're moving to cover and then continuing to the waypoint immediately. Um, so that is definitely a little bit of work in progress. We also have some issues with the units not engaging vehicles. I had to turn off the panic system now on the dodging system, the force dodge, in order for them to actually start engaging vehicles because that was unplayable, right? Our vehicles are controlled by vehicle FSM. I put them in a very defensive state of mind now, so I want them to mainly act as support, and they're doing a little bit of recon from a long distance, and they should be very shy of getting into contact. Unless, of course, this happens. They weren't able to spot each other. These guys are going to run into some contact. Oh, he should have probably continued to fire. Run into a spike launcher here. Right, so we had the infantry, they're pushing hard in. And we're having a little bit of lags here. Oh, the spike missed. It's gonna probably fire another one. Oh, AI driving skills. Oh, it's an AT against an AT. He has a sidearm. Ah, come on, reload. Yeah, targeting isn't the best. Ah, okay. Well, Blue 4 didn't fumble with their missile, obviously. And here we got some infantry in contact. I don't know if they can see. No, that vehicle is hiding. It probably knows that this guy's got AT. AT, we have a group taking over the... Kind of weird. Our recon group is not pushing out at all, which is kind of weird. Put them as recon only. But apparently I turned off all recon orders, so I guess that's stupid of me. Okay, and units have stopped at this location. Probably because they're hiding from this vehicle, I don't know, or waiting for it. Pulling security here. And we have Blue 4 vehicles running havoc on up 4 units here on the hill. And this is the problem. These vehicles are extremely effective against infantry. And this is what the problem we run into, because the AT is dodging instead of firing. In my opinion, firing should be a priority to defend yourself. This is something we need to pay attention to. Yeah, this unit is getting lit up by an APC over there. It's reinforcing. Trying his best to maneuver. He should probably try to get out of there now before he gets raped by APCs. Oh, I think he got hit finally. We have one unit moving out to the flank here. Is that a spike? That's a spike. Those guys will shoot you at like 2 kilometers away. We're gonna lose another vehicle, group here, won't we? Oh, he fired a spike. Boom. Took out the flanker. Seems like Blue 4 is just much more effective at targeting. These guys are hunkering and holding this building here. Hunkering down at the building. Hunkering down means AI will move to solid cover and then stay behind the cover and break line of sight with the enemy. It's what's happening if you suppress them long enough. Oh, we have an Enlow here. Why isn't he firing? He got a clear shot. And this is, I think, a problem. Sorry. Okay, that vehicle is pushing. And this guy is now dodging and trying to hunker down. But he has a clear shot and chooses to dodge instead. And this is the problem, right? He's got his weapon up. He's just being a fucking idiot. And this should be a one fight, in my opinion, for the infantry. But now instead, we're losing a full squad to this single vehicle. Well, we got some reinforcements here, obviously, but here's another problem. You can see that the squad lead is running far ahead from the main squad. This squad is keep formation. And kind of, yeah. This is because I disabled the combat system for TCL, I think. This is the recon squad. This squad should be in stealth. Right, so Blue 4 definitely have the most... Oh, they finally took out the other vehicle, but that was a vehicle versus vehicle. And Op4 has only this group on in the area, and seems to me like Op4 is having some issues trying to get people into this truck. Yeah, I think we have ourselves like this problem of units getting in and out of the vehicles, and this is due to TCL, I guess. They keep going on in a loop like this. This is why Op4 is not reinforcing. And it seems to me, I don't know what's pushing here up on the hill. Sounds like an APC, or that might be that's the artillery gun for some reason. It's moving further away. Or PC is here. Is it stuck, or why is he not pushing the major assets that could change the situation? And it seems to me like Blue 4 has the objectives now. And Op 4 is not really doing anything useful. While Blue 4 has mechanized pushing up as well now. Haven't seen much infantry versus infantry combat as for yet, but that's because infantry is useless against vehicles at this point. Which we need to make a change with. I think squad FSM, once we got squad FSM running, we will have some features that will definitely make the squads more lethal. So squad FSM, what it's going to do, it's going to give the squad leader a brain. We finally got our truck coming up here. Which is good. This is good news. It took a while. What is he wanting to do? He's got a waypoint over there. So let's see if he actually follows that. And we have a second truck here, which is ready to go, but he's kind of stuck. So I'm gonna actually help him out a bit. And this truck is moving now. Oh, I gave him a waypoint accidentally. Let's push him over here, maybe. Right, so we got movement. Finally, the APC is moving as well. Oh! He's shooting a couple of anti-tank missiles and takes out... Oh, nice. He demolished this car. We still have some... It's AI still baiting, I mean, Upper is still biting back. Bite back better. We have one unit, a couple of squads pushing here out on the flank. And we're making a nice group over here. So Blue 4 is sitting well in this situation, but Op 4 is reinforcing, and they got some units coming up here. Yeah, I was speaking about Squad FSM. Sorry, guys. So Squad FSM will have a couple of nice features. The first feature for Squad FSM that we're looking for is what we call intuition, and the intuition is a kind of a temporary. It's not really temporary either. It's a beginning feature of what we call intel zones. And the idea of intel zones is that every time a unit is reporting enemies, there will be a zone marked around those enemy positions to show that this area is infected by enemies, if you may. And each unit will see this intel zone as according to the threat reported in the zone. We also call it threat zones. If the intel zone is red, it means that whatever is in there can kill you. If it's yellow, it means it's a 50% casualty chance, and if it's green, it is maybe 30% or 25% casualty chance. So that will dictate whether the squad leader will continue pushing into that zone or not. Intuition is creating an intel zone like this. So if you see this up for unit now, it will magically kind of know about the nearest enemy by chance, or not by chance, but by the spotting ability of the squad leader, or command skill of the squad leader. And the higher command skill, the higher chance he will have the intuition to feel if there's a intel zone or threat zone here. And then he will do a threat assessment based on his intuition. And if it's red, he will not continue pushing into this area. If it's yellow, he will also not continue pushing. He will try to get a better position and move around the intel area. And if it's a green one, he will continue pushing straight down, and he will try to kill them. And the accuracy of the intel or the intuition is based on command skill of the squad leader. So that's what will be your first weapon towards real tactics, or the first step towards real tactics. As for now, Hal is doing this job, and as you see, Hal is just pushing stuff in. It does some intel sharing, obviously, but it's very shallow and not too impressive at this time. Hal does take high ground positions though, and but some of the features seems to be very random. Yeah, here we got a APC Stalker pushing up on the flank, and it seems to be even pushing a little bit towards Blue 4 defenses here. And Blue 4 has left one spike launcher. Oh, he actually moved back to main. Doesn't have a gunner. And they have two transports. Blue 4 hasn't been using the transport. Oh, wait. They have caught up and seen that they're pushing behind, so they're sending back a squad to defend. That's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, Stalker is opening up on the transports. And as you see, vehicle FSM is taking care of that and tries to get the vehicle into safety. And what he will do, he'll try to break contact, break line of sight, and get safe. And this is great. Driving skills fail. Hopefully this group will go up to the site here and then man these AT launchers before they take out all our defenses, Blue 4 defenses. Right, we have another squad being reinforced here. So the truck is going back to pick up more, which is really great. We still have one truck, and this is probably the one that I fucked up. Oh, these guys got out. We have no one in defense right now. I think I put everyone on attack, so that might be why there's no defensive defenses taking place. And the Stalker has taken down everything, and what that will do once the Stalker gets here, it will disable all the respawns on Blue 4. Which will mean that if Off4 is winning now, I mean Off4 is pushing now, there'll be no respawn for Blue 4. But Blue 4 do have an APC that has broken loose from the squad and seem to be reinforcing the Blue 4 team here. Okay. Stalker is taking over or taking out our supply vehicles or transport vehicles. Right. Talking about squad FSM. So intuition, first one, and intel zones. Second thing is going to be the tactics that the squad leaders will be capable of doing, right? So one of the tactics comes automatically from the intel zone. If the intel zone is green, the units will push into the intel zone because it knows it can kill whatever it's in there, which in there. So the attack will be depending on skill level, again on the commander. If skill level is high, he will do bounding maneuvers. He will divide up the squad into two groups: one support element, base of fire, and one assault element, and it will register whether there are assault the units, which will be riflemen and such, and our unit scanner, which we made for this project, will be able to identify any type of weapon from any mod based on the config file that each mod has with it. So it will be able to identify what kind of units and then give the units a role. So you'll see that there will be machine gunners and all like support weapons will be hanging back, doing support, and then the assault elements will push forward and maneuver. That's going to be with higher level or higher skill squad leaders. With a lower skill squad leader, the unit will push forward in a tactical blob. And they will not be doing much fancy stuff. So this Stalker now is suppressing the Blue 4's spawn, and it seems like Blue 4 is pulling back units to defend and doing a major retreat, but sending one squad forward. And we have a squad over here. Let's see if we can get some squad on squad fighting. Seems like vehicle FSM is kind of working to preserve the squad here. Let's see if it's engaged. They should start to get the fuck out now before it's getting hit by AT. Oh, they're reacting inside the car. They're doing dodge maneuvers in the car. That has to be fixed. They should probably get out by now. They will get out eventually. We have a group here on the left. They're not reacting. And now they're reacting. They can hear the gunshots. Let's see what Hal does about this. And it seems like their Stalker just took out our mechanized unit. Yeah, it did. Took out a full squad with it. We still have a suppressed spawn. We have another mechanized unit over here. And they're probably gonna do the same mistake. Okay, so now finally we have a infantry fight going on. Now we should be able to see how the units are taking cover. This guy here is trying to take some cover. As you see, if they're in the open, they will take front positions. And see here, trying to keep low. The movement you saw there is a flinch movement. So if bullets are passing close by, they will try to roll and get out of line of sight. This one here is trying what we call a dodge. And as you see, they try to maintain prone positions and what we call dig foxholes with their eyelids. Because they're in the open, they go prone. This one unit here is probably try to dodge, and what they're doing, they try to run for cover, and sometimes they will hunker behind the cover. If they don't find cover, they will eventually go prone, and they will move a little bit until they get some cover, and then they will try to get behind cover. This guy is, to me, moving a little bit too long for cover, but they found some cover. Now this guy is dodging. So the dodging seems to be a little bit annoying at times. I might have to increase the number of bullets that is needed to be able to make them dodge. Because as you see, when they're dodging, they're ineffective. And in my opinion, they shouldn't dodge if they are having to move longer than 10 meters or something like that. Dodging should just be for the nearest cover. Otherwise, they should return fire. Also, the use of cover. This type of cover is obviously useless. That will come later with better use of cover, and also they will try and maintain some distance from cover from each other if possible. Okay, so we have another squad being pushing up here, and that's the squad we had that got out of the truck finally. And these guys are retreating. One guy's dodging over here. He bled to death. So seems like they want to get back into the truck, and they're being called back to defend, it seems. So they're withdrawing. Units here got pretty damaged, and we still got one group up here, which I also have a defense order to pull back. So they probably took too much casualties. and they're trying to get their spawn back because this stalker is completely suppressing them. And for some reason they don't man these units up here, even though there's a site. They should man these guns here. I don't know why they're not. Maybe I need to define them as weapons. Right. So I'll continue talking about Squad FSM. So we talked about intuition, intel zones, and tactics. Furthermore, and that's going to be the main thing about Squad FSM. Also, we have something called careful path, and that will be a part of the intel zone as well, or threat zone. So careful path will. So when I talked about the intuition, when a unit is knowing that there's an enemy in the area, the squad leader will use our terrain scanner to identify low key and terrain features that is optimal for the infantry. So you'll see that infantry will never move over open areas ever. And that's going to be a major change to AI. As if you see now, even in stealth, the AI will sometimes try to move where there is clusters of cover, but they're not really considering low-key terrain or dead ground. So you'll see them pushing over the hilltops like this, and they will be caught with their pants down in the open. Here's another example. TCL is doing some job with this, but I turned on TCL system. Stalker is doing a good job, just being a fucking annoying. And they're sending a squad against it, which is gonna get it raped. But right now there is no reinforcement spawning in for Blue 4, so they have no option. Let's see if they actually got some AT. Ready for that? No, they have no AT available. And now they should be taking cover. That is heavy caliber, so they should be dodging right now. And they should be fleeing. Stalker is extremely good at being annoying. They only have one unit that can deal with the Stalker, and that's this APC. And they have an issue getting people into it, it seems. Typical ECL. And Blue 4 is taking heavy casualties because they got another squad, 4 got another squad reinforcing. But this squad shall have it for having survived for a very long time. He's in the process of dodging. There he took some cover. I'm thinking that the dodging and finding cover should be low-key terrain as well. Right now it's only objects. I would like for Tally for the infantry to find low terrain positions. Okay, so now they're in the process of dodging. Yeah. This guy is panicking. He's trying to heal himself. This is also a part of the script because he understands that he moves slowly and he should be moving by now. This is kind of weird. Maybe he thinks he has broken line of sight. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing this. I think Tally is Feels that this is caused by some more mods. That could be. Needs to be looked into. But I've seen units been standing around like this for a while and not reacting. Which will eventually get him killed. Seems like Op 4 is taking back everything because of that Stalker. Stalker has taken care of this whole group up here. And it seems like the infantry successfully pushed the Stalker back. Recon squad or whatever. Finally, we have an engagement between the blue 4 APC over there. Got a initial hunker down, which is not working. And let's see what happens to the APC. Seems to be stuck. And the air is pushing. Let's see if he can win. Problem is that the Stalker has AT missiles. And he seemed to be retreating back. Yeah, he's pushing out of distance, and in the same move, he's taking care of all the blue 4 units. Now he's returning. He's returning. Oh, we're gonna have ourselves a 30 versus 30 millimeter exchange, but oh, yeah, he's gonna fire AT. Is he gonna fire AT? Ah, that saved the day of blue 4. Now we'll have units spawning in. I think. Yeah, here we go. They got units spawning in there because they stopped suppressing the spawns. That was that saved the day for blue 4 definitely, and I think this will turn the tides completely. You can see how interesting this is. It's just an ongoing battle that you can take part as well in as a player. We've got a couple of errors here. I think this, according to Tally, was happening when the battles are finishing. This error occurs. So yeah, I don't think this will be just going on and on. I think we watched and talked about most of the features here. Squad FSM 2.0. Maybe one more thing I can talk about is Squad FSM 3.03. And what that will do. Right now, we were thinking that we're not gonna make any 034 Arma free. The idea was to make this for 02 Squad FSM 02 and Soldier FSM 02. And after that, we'll try to convert this into Reforger or Arma 4. We're not sure yet. It really depends on the development of Reforger, and also Tally has to convert all his SQF skill knowledge into C++ or whatever Arma 4 is using, which will take some time. We might have the resources to do that. We have a couple of guys that are really good at scripting. So, of course, if we get some funding from you guys, I'm gonna confidently assure you that this will be the best AI around. We spend thousands or at least 1,000 hours discussing this stuff. For 3 years, I've been writing how to down how to make this AI, and we've been going so many rounds with how to come up with the best solutions. So this is really well thought through. So yeah, Soldier FSM 0.2 will then have the hunker down script where the AI will use cover better, and also it will have what we call displace, which means if the AI is if the cover is no longer effective for the AI, he will relocate to a better position, and this will be the end of 0.2. 0.3, so Soldier FSM 0.3 will add a couple of other functions such as improved grenade throwing. We are considering having what we call reload FSM, making the AI being able to reload and maintain their ammo and ammo count. But we're not sure whether that's going to be left for Squad FSM yet. So that's in debate. And throwing grenades and smokes will be a part of this, of the Soldier FSM, and I think in the future there will also be CQB features, units moving into buildings using unit capture and stuff like this. But yeah, that will probably be for Arma 4 because that's they have much better CQB System 4 CQB. Next up then will be which we're going to work with is what we call security FSM, and that's going to be a huge game changer. And I'm thinking that security FSM 01 should and will come directly after squad FSM 01. And security FSM will be basically like this. So any group or infantry group that is left alone for a certain amount of time will be pulling security. And if it's left alone for 30 seconds, it will set up a 360 security in the open. If a group is left alone in a town, they will set up in buildings and make sure that they get cover. And if they are left alone for 5 minutes or more, you can set the time. They will set up camps, roadblocks, and stuff like this automatically in the direction of where the cluster of the enemy positions. So yeah, there you got it. That's going to be security FSM. And you will also see that these checkpoints or whatever will have their own sentries that you can sneak up on. So we'll have our own AI for security FSM. They will also call in QRFs and a lot of features like this. So there you have it. I could speak about the full project chain of command, but that will be for another video. So for this one, I think we have completed our feature creep. And I think looking at the situation here, this is an everlasting fight. And it seems to me that Op4 has done a good comeback, and they seem to be on the defensive, defending the last objective. Who knows? They're probably going to start pushing back again soon. Right, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube. Join our Discord if you want to keep yourself updated. And one important thing, we have a operational unit. It's in the beginning stages, but it. Oh shit, that RT. Our operation units, I can promise you, will be one of the most immersive Arma experiences you would ever have. I can confidently tell you that we're spending hours and hours creating insane missions, and they are very hard. And or as you know, we're making AIs for this. I'm I wanted to have a unit with the best possible AI, and this is what I'm paying our programmers to do, and this is what we're going to make happen. So I hope you guys want to join us and get some awesome experiences with us. Okay? See you on the next video.